So this metal comes from a building that was built on a base back in the 1940s. It was the rebar that held this massive structure that was the officers' club concrete together, and I got approval to go out there and help clean some of it up. So I picked up some of this metal thinking it would make some decent knives after trying to cut it up and seeing all the struggle I went through. It definitely had. It wasn't just mild steel. I was burning through some abrasive Sawzall blades and just to get out because I had to go battery out there. I couldn't run any electricity and I didn't have a battery operated angle grinder at the time. But even if I did, I would have had to taken that out and charged like 5 or 6 times with the angle grinder battery use I get. So we just heated up to non-magnetic there and we're going to do a water quench. I figure I'll just go big or go home. I get it good. Did not hear any catastrophic failures. I know it probably caused some issues, but overall, it seemed pretty good. I did pull it out. This is a thin blade, and it picked up quite a bit of a warp. This is I testing on this one because to me I think it's a little too thin anyway for what they're going to be. So file test, I got through a little bit of some stuff there that seemed soft, and then it really felt like it was starting to skate that file. Um, Not perfect, but good, decent enough. So this part kind of threw me. I know I kind of slow played quenching the handle, the tang, but I I didn't think I slow played it that much. Then again, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it got that hot. I think it was mostly from the shoulders and up that got to critical. So maybe that's what happened. So that doing the tang wasn't working. I was trying not to waste the knife, but then I flipped it over. We'll sacrifice this one for the sake of making sure we're putting out decent stuff here. Finally got a snap. This is expected, of course. We just quenched it. Grain should be super tight. Blade should be, you should be scared to drop it on concrete at this point for fear of it breaking anyway. So as we see, it did contract very well. We got a nice tight grain structure. I think I even seen where there might have been a crack in there. I might not have heard it over the radio in the shop, but so we're just gonna take this a step further and let's go through a temper cycle. Just torch temper here. I'm not being too particular. I didn't grind it clean enough to really watch the colors change like I normally like to. So this is just to get a feel for it. So it probably gets a little overly blued. A little bit excited though. These are going to be some Bowie knives, some more of a ceremonial style Bowie knife for me and some of my buddies who retired. So 20 years, and if you're a friend of mine, you'll probably be getting one of these Bowies. If you're watching this and I've told you you were going to get one, I'm sorry it's taken me so long, but this metal's really been throwing me and I haven't been willing to sacrifice any of the work that was done into it yet. So I've got 4 of these made, well now 3 since this one broke, but so we get some good color here. I wanted that blue to kind of soak on in a little bit deeper than normal. I think I got it a little too far, but that's okay. Again, I'm not going to save this for a knife. So let's throw this back in the vise and see how she bends or breaks now. One thing about starting a YouTube channel and being a blacksmith is you really see how much your anvil moves when you're running it at 8x the normal speed. So something I'll have to remedy, of course. But y'all have seen my video. I'm not a slouch of a guy. I run about 230, 233-ish. Pretty normal. So foot's up there on the anvil, really leaning into it and prying now. Almost everything I got with that 13-inch wrench there. But she's not breaking, and for typical uses, she was bending. So now just try to figure out how to work a camera again. I'll get better at this, guys, I promise. Focus is off on the calipers, but we're in metric, so 2.4-ish millimeters thick, and then we'll flip it over to inches. If I recall, it was about 0.1 inches. 0.099, 0.1 was pretty close, right there in the where it was bending. So pretty thin piece of metal here, and overall performed pretty good. I think this will make some pretty decent ceremonial buoys for some retired vets that deserve them. It'll cut some paper and shave some arm. Thanks for watching.